Welcome, everyone. It's Cannabis News. I'm your host, Joe Klare. It's February 14th, 2020, Valentine's Day. This has been a rough recording. This is the fourth time I've attempted to record this podcast. My microphone stopped working, so if the audio sounds different, that's because I'm using an inferior microphone. It's not the microphone that I've used for a couple of years now. They have the crisp, wonderful quality, and it really gave you the proper tenor of my voice. This is garbage. So, and then I had problems with this mouse over here and getting this computer to work. Now it seems to be working, so maybe I can do an episode of Cannabis News. I'm in day 3 of the flu here. I'm just running out of energy, and now with the mic problems and the mouse problems and the technical problems, it's getting to be overwhelming. But still, I persist and I persevere, even, or at least I muddle through. If that's good enough, which I think for tonight it is. I need another microphone. We gotta get through this. We'll get through this together tonight. I'm talking about anti-legalization activists in Colorado. I know they seem a bit late, but they're attempting to repeal part of legalization there. Good luck with that. Also, an update for medical marijuana in Ohio, and Los Angeles County is dismissing tens of thousands of cannabis convictions. All of that is coming up. First, of course, Cannabis News is brought to you by Natureside, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. Grow safe and poison-free with Natureside. Don't use harmful chemicals or banned pesticides. Be regulatory compliant in the state that you are growing in. You do all of these things with Natureside, nature-side.com. That's not pointed right. That's screwed up a little bit there. Just so much. Anyway, thank you, Natureside, for sponsoring what sometimes, quite frankly, becomes a train wreck of technical issues and problems. But again, I persist. Why? Well, because I do Cannabis News 5 days a week, and that's what I do. I don't know. Why else would I? This first story by Julia Granowitz at marijuanatimes.org. Anti-legalization activists attempt to roll back Colorado cannabis reform. So that seems like a worthwhile goal. A proposal for a ballot initiative that aims to repeal the part of the state constitution that says that cannabis, quote, should be legal for persons 21 years of age or older and taxed in a manner similar to alcohol, was submitted to state officials in January. The proposal doesn't appear to be worrying too many people in Colorado, but it shows that there's still some folks who truly don't see all the positive changes that came with legalizing cannabis. Matthew Schweitz, deputy director of the Marijuana Policy Project, said, "We view this initiative as a deeply misguided and futile attempt to roll back successful legalization policy that Coloradoans firmly support. This initiative would kill jobs, destroy businesses, deprive the state of tax revenue, and restore the injustice of prohibition." Apparently there's a problem. They just have like 4 lines of language, and they need to do a lot more to get it on the ballot. And then legalization is very popular in Colorado, so there's going to be a problem there. MPP says they really don't expect this to gain much traction, but if it does, they're going to answer it fully and completely. I don't know. People have a lot of time on their hands, I guess. I'm making some sort of point with this. They can't really believe that they're going to start rolling back legalization in Colorado after all these years. It's. I'll go back to my original point. Some people have too much time on their hands. These people, they have a lot of it. Why don't you go work at a charity or something? I mean, seriously, I'm being serious here. I'm not being sarcastic. Work at a soup kitchen. Read to blind children, anything. You're going to try to roll back legalization in Colorado. All right. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. It'll give me something to talk about, as it just did. This next story from Cincinnati.com. Ohio to consider 3 new medical marijuana conditions in 2020. State officials will consider adding 3 new medical marijuana conditions this year: anxiety, autism spectrum disorder, and cachexia, which is a wasting disease, the last one, marked by extreme weight loss. It has not been proposed before, but it can be a symptom of other conditions on Ohio's list, such as AIDS and cancer. An Ohio State Medical Board Committee sorted through 27 petitions submitted late last year. Man, I gotta be honest with you, I am dragging. And the technical issues of the last 15 or 20 minutes they drained me. But I will continue. Let's pretend I didn't screw that up. Let's do it again. An Ohio State Medical Board Committee sorted through 27 petitions submitted late last year, suggesting 22 conditions. Several, such as chronic pain and HIV/AIDS, were already on the list established in state law. Others lacked requirements such as research or support from a physician. We did talk about one of them, which was kind of a joke condition that somebody tried to add, being a Bengals or Browns fan, as a reason for needing medical cannabis. Last year they tried to do this with 5 different conditions, and it didn't work, and none of them got through. There's about 80,000 patients as of January of 2019. Sales began actually in January 2019, sorry. Nearly 80,000 patients have signed up for the program by the end of December. Ohio dispensaries in the first year sold about $60 million worth of marijuana, far behind some of the programs in other states. It's not a very robust program in Ohio, but is the proverbial better than nothing. If they can start adding qualifications and more qualifying conditions, then maybe more people could be helped, which seems to be what the point should be, getting people access to medicine, if they choose. But again, it's not. Maybe it just seems simple to me because I'm a simple person. I don't know. Maybe it's my problem. It just seems like you have medical marijuana, you want to get it to people who it may help. I don't know. It's the last story. Maybe that's why I'm not a doctor. I got the whole helping people thing. I don't know. Certainly not. I certainly can be a politician. That's helping people is low on the list. This last story, USAtoday.com. Nearly 66,000 weed convictions dating back to 1961 to be dismissed in Los Angeles County. Los Angeles County District Attorney Jackie Lacey dismissed nearly 66,000 marijuana convictions. They asked the Los Angeles Superior Court judge to dismiss 62,000 felony cannabis convictions for cases dating back to 1961. An additional 4,000 misdemeanor cases were dismissed across 7 cities in Los Angeles County. Lacey said in a statement, quote, "I am privileged to be part of a system dedicated to finding innovative solutions and implementing meaningful criminal justice reform that gives all the people support they need to build the life they deserve." Approximately 53,000 individuals will receive conviction relief through this partnership. Of those, approximately 32% are black or African American, 20% are white, 45% are Latinx, I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry, and 3% are other or unknown. Latinx, that's right. Latinx? Latinos. Anyway. Yeah. Code for America, as you might imagine, is behind the attempt, or not the attempt, the completion. It was a nonprofit which has created an algorithm to identify convictions eligible to be dismissed under Proposition 64. The State Attorney's Office announced Clear My Record, which is technology from Code for America, has been helped reduce or dismiss more than 85,000 Proposition 64 eligible convictions across 5 counties. So very impressive there. Another necessary part of legalization is no longer punishing people who were previously convicted or punished for things that are no longer punishable, namely marijuana possession and the like. So that is good news as well. And I got through the episode. Go have a great weekend, everybody. Keep spreading the news. And this is the truth about cannabis. Spread the news. Oh, next week will be better. It almost has to be, right? It almost has to be better than this episode. Come on. MarijuanaTimes.org is where you can find us. Thank you to NatureSide, nature-side.com. Thanks to all of you for watching and listening and liking and sharing and all that stuff. Go have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week right here on Cannabis News.